TZ. That was easy.
What's up, everybody? I am C Double, and this is my co-host. We got the lone wolf himself, Jerry Nims, in the house. What's going on, Jerry?
Not a whole lot.
All
Same
right.
old shit, different day.
We're not supposed to cuss, you asshole. That's
Jesus
it.
fucking Christ. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, you keep this up, I'm going to call the gremlin from upstairs to come hang out with you. So,
Don't make me kick the gremlin in the head.
look, we try not to give her too many concussions, all right?
What's one more?
I understand. Sometimes I say the same thing to myself.
I mean, I've had several, and I'm fine.
God, why did I just get a nervous twitch all of a sudden? Man, yeah. And so also, real quick, we will be eventually doing a free football show for the fans, just so y'all know. So that's not been forgotten. We just been waiting until preseason finally got done with.
That's them, not me.
Yeah, that's going to be me and Ladarius. Now, Jerry still is going to be around for all the other good stuff, so don't worry about that.
Not the football. I'm not football.
Yeah. Trust me, I have had a few times where I've had Jerry watch football. He goes, why don't they just cut super kick him? I'm like, first of all,
Look,
it would be funny as hell.
There's a reason I didn't play football in high school, because we wouldn't have won a game.
You probably would have got thrown out first.
Yeah. As bad as my coaches wanted me to, it never happened for that reason.
You ever notice football coaches are all about trying to get people in that should never play football?
Well, and what it was is because I look about how I look now, except I was in a little more shape here. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I was in high school, I was taking creatine every day, I was weightlifting every day, but I was wrestling 3 nights a week, and winter football games usually Friday, Saturday,
and that's key time for wrestling.
Yeah.
And with your family, I pretty much, where other people be like, it's all about that football. No, for your family, no, it was wrestling. I could go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
I will say this too. I saw pictures of your brother slimming down, and good job on him.
He is.
But my God, now seeing you and him, I go, holy crap, y'all are so much alike.
Don't insult me like that.
I'm sorry, but I had to say it. All right. I mean, especially for someone that's also trying to work on losing weight too. So I gotta give him. I gotta give him some credit. So yeah, I don't give flowers. I give credit. All right. So before we talk all in, because I do want Ladarius' thoughts too on it.
Right.
And we'll get his thoughts also on what I'm about to bring up. Monday, we heard of the passing of Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Sid Huey. When I hear his real name, I just go, this is why wrestlers never want their last names to be said.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going, damn.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was battling cancer. He had a defibrillator. First of all, the man was a grandfather. He lived a good life, and I hate to say, long life when, you only pass 63, but, when you start hearing about the health stuff that he had to deal with, now you're going, okay, well, maybe he kind of had an idea, whatever. But my thought was just what, when thinking about him, what is I always will lean to the funny stuff, but
yeah.
But I mean, the man was a legit superstar. I mean, there ain't nothing. There's nothing wrong. By the way, talking about legit superstars, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the time our show starts. It only matters when it shows up. What's up?
See, I can take that better from Jared than from you for some reason, see that. I don't know what. I guess because your management, I guess it's a kind of authoritative thing. It's nothing personal.
But no, management.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little personal.
but yeah, I can't. And like you said, I think a lot of the funny stuff. But I actually saw a video earlier today on TikTok. It was him talking about him and Hogan.
Yeah.
How he walked out of WWE because Hogan was being a crybaby. So now that's what I think about is him walking out of WWE, but also the famous leg injury.
Oh, God.
Is another thing I think about. As much as I don't want to think about that, I do.
Yeah. I will say this. I made a comment initially because I didn't know what was going on. But when I saw it, I did feel bad. But right. I was like, you got to look at the body of work this man did. Here he was, he did all this work, won these titles, and still only had half the brain that Kevin Nash and Scott Hall did in that ring. I mean, it was very impressive. I mean, it really is. No, but for real, what did you think about the passing of Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, however you want to say it, or Psycho Sid? What do you think, Ladarius?
Well, obviously, thinking of the family and things of that nature, I think sometimes he kind of gets overlooked when we talk about like big men who pop off the screen. I think that like Jerry talked about, although sometimes his career is defined by that horrific leg injury, I think when you look at his body of work, it was pretty impressive, and I hope he gets remembered for not only for the stuff that he did in the ring, but a lot of stuff came out about the type of person he was out of the ring.
Yeah,
which is just as important in a business where it's not like any other business that we have. In the way that so many people just were positive and spoke about how he was helpful, how like Michael Cole said, like when Michael Cole joined, when it was back in '97, Sid was one of the first guys who was there, who greeted. And sometimes we think about people's body of the work in the ring, but sometimes it's a testament to how people who work in the same industry as you, whether it's a commentator, whether it's a wrestler, whether it's an announcer, any ring crew, anything like that, when they speak highly of you, that says a lot about you as a person, just as much as it does as a wrestler. So it's a tough loss. Cancer sucks, and
that it does.
And it's just so I just want him to be remembered for the type of person he was, just as much out of the ring as he was in it.
You're muted, bro.
You're muted.
All right, thank you. All right, so when I heard this, I didn't realize all the stuff because he kept it private.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. People are like, "Well, how we didn't know?" It's like, well, because he wanted to keep it private.
That was the point.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to keep, spend it with his children and his grandchildren, and I crack up when I heard the stories of him coming in a little late or leaving work so he could play softball. I found that so funny. I mean, I really did. And then, I heard the stories RVD talk about when they did a match, a squash match. He gave RVD and the guy that he worked $20 each to just, it wasn't much, but it was just something. And
it was a thank you.
Yeah. And, guys like that are hard to find. And Sid, when you see Sid, you think of one persona, but he was freaking hilarious. I mean, just the Goldberg thing with the crushed car, just being able, but the, the presence he had. I mean, if you really want a good idea of it, watch Madison Square Garden, Sid Justice, or I think it was Justice at the time, versus, or maybe it was Psycho Sid, but it was Sid versus Shawn Michaels for the WWE title. When he won that belt, he's the only guy that ever won that belt that's still not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I think that'll get corrected, but unfortunately, he won't be there to receive it. But
That really sucks.
It does.
That it takes that's what it takes to get him into the Hall of Fame. That's
yeah. I mean, well, but the thing is, I remember him saying it, but he said it like the year where Triple H just took over, and I'm like going,
yeah.
And then when he passed, I'm just going, damn, I bet you Hunter was thinking about putting him in. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because, especially with Shawn being so close, was close to Sid at the time.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, the work that he did, if you look at it, Sid was only 6'9". But if you think about it, he felt like he was 7 feet tall. He felt larger than life.
Yeah.
And he felt like a person, like he was one of those guys you easily could see taking over for Hogan, taking over for these other guys, because he had that charisma. Yep. So I feel bad that he passed. I'm glad that he got to spend those days with his family. Yeah. Someone said, don't be upset that he passed, because some wrestlers at the time will pass by themselves or something like that.
On the road.
Yeah. And he's like, he passed away in his home with his family. And I'm like, got a point there. But yeah, it was tough to hear that on Monday. I was and WWE, man, give him credit. They gave him that video tribute, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I just wish if we could just get like a WCW compilation of Sid Vicious, just all together, his goofiness, his hilarious, because God, the ones with the crushed cars keep cracking me up the most that I keep finding. Because the one thing I heard him go, no, not again. I'm like, thank you, pal. Thank you, Sid. You're awesome. So, yeah. But, yeah, I hope that's something they fix. So, another thing that happened was AEW went to the UK, and they had a really good show. So, We'll talk about it all in. I will say this. I hate you, AEW, because, a couple of areas I was going to, I couldn't get to it. But anyway, I still found some way, They made the work a little harder. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah.
Because I am not spending $50. You will not have my money.
Yeah, no, I wasn't spending that either on it.
I'm on a budget.
I wanted to watch it. I wasn't paying that to watch it.
And apparently, Dave Meltzer was in the UK.
Fuck Dave.
Oh, we're going to get. Don't worry. I sent you all the pictures. Don't worry. We're going to go over it. Don't worry.
Oh, I know you did.
I can't remember where on Twitter or X where Will Ospreay about spasm monkeyed out when he saw Dave, but we'll talk about it. But now I sound like our American hero, MJF, our fallen hero. But no, for real, we're going to talk about this card. So the pre-show, they basically just did multi-man matches and put everybody on the show that you could put on. even the Von Erichs, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin, which was cool. That was cool.
It was a good match.
Yeah. I mean, we even had the Spider-Man meme / Wolverine where Brian Cage and his.
I saw that on Facebook, and I somebody had posted it, and I commented, and I was like, "Just shut the fuck up and enjoy wrestling."
Yeah, people were very upset about that. I was like, "Going, is this really a thing to argue about?"
Yeah, like people were legitimately pissed about that, and I'm just like, "Shut the fuck up and enjoy it."
And to be fair, I liked Sammy's look better than I did, Brian. I'm just saying.
Well, Brian's wore that gear before. It's not you.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and look, Brian didn't know where a Philadelphia street fight was going to be. So let's just remember that. All right. Thank you, Ricky Starks.
Yeah, well,
the greatest lot. Where's this Philadelphia street fight? It's in Philadelphia, you stupid son of a bitch. Man, owned him on Twitter. I'll never forget that. Thank you, Ricky. And he's still in catering, or maybe not. We'll talk about that. But no. But the thing happened that was major was Saraya comes out, and it's like, I'm going to go here. Last year, she won the women's title. This year, not even on the card.
Right.
So I get it. I get it.
And I get her being pissed off.
She should be.
Considering, they're in England. I get it.
But Jamie Hayter comes back. And look, I know a lot of us like Jamie Hayter.
I was happy.
I swear to God, I had to do a double take. I did thought that was Becky Lynch at one point, but she looked amazing. I mean, I thought that was like a stunt double.
She did. She lost some weight. She got, from my understanding with her rehab, she got really in shape, like hardcore.
All right. So here's my view on this, and then I'll pass it around. I'm glad she was there. I wish she was on the main card, not on the pre-show, because by the end of the show, you didn't remember that. That's how I feel. It's almost like, you're just doing it was like people vomit at one point because you having to remember so much by the end of the show.
Yeah. Especially
if at least 2 of the 3 matches people talked about were home runs like they were. And we'll talk about the 5-star classic that was Darby Allin and Jungle Boy, or, Perry. I got a lot to pick on that one. But anyway, but what did y'all think about Jamie Hayter's return?
Like I said, I'm glad she's healthy and, and everything's good. I was happy to see her, so.
Yeah. Well, along those same lines, like to your point, once again, I'm not going to go into the whole booking, Tony. I've beaten that horse, to a degree.
Mm-hmm. But we still will. Don't worry, we can still beat it.
It's just, this is one of the downsides of having a large card. Is where, people criticize, card is too small, card is too big. But no, when you're doing a return and you have a big card, how do you put her, because she deserved, like you said, more than that. And to me, I'm just curious to see, look, once again, Tony Khan and how he booked this women's division, it's really hit and miss. I mean, he got it right with Mariah May and Toni Storm storyline, and he got it wrong in a lot of other stuff. But just curious to see how, with Jamie Hayter and how that kind of progresses there.
Yeah. Oh, another match that actually was somewhat entertaining was Statlander and Stokely
versus hilarious
versus ECE and Willow. And look, I just got to say this: Stokely needs to go into the Hall of Fame just on his spine buster performance. That's all, and his gear.
I mean that was great, like all around great.
Yeah, I was told on the entrance. I'm like, I've seen enough. I didn't even need to see the match. I'm like, oh, there's a match. Like he's coming out in the wait, there's a match. I'm like, all right, I'll stick around.
I saw a man's ring gear and I went, I was like, hell yes.
That's the Tony Khan. That's the budget. Can we make it flashier?
Yeah.
Say less.
Do you remember the time? Anyway, that's all was banging back in the day. I like that song.
If he had the glove, and I mean, yeah.
Oh, dude, if he put the glove. Anyway, but like I said, I thought the pre-show was good. I had no complaints. It's just I found it interesting how some people were just thrown in a match and you're just going, how does that connect to toe? I don't get. Anyway, we'll just move on.
Yes, catering got overcrowded, and you got to do something.
Yeah. You basically looked at everyone in catering. Hold on, everyone in catering did the following. Hey, did you bring your gear?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
What are we doing? Just hit the music. Whose music? I don't know. Hit
anybody's.
Jobber number 1. All right. So I said leading in, I think there were going to be a few matches I was really looking forward to. The 4-way ladder match, which basically the new BBC one, which was Pac and what was it? Not Carlito. Cesaro. It started with a C. And Yuta. They're the 6-man champs. I really didn't have really much thoughts because it just felt like one of those matches that AEW needed to do, because that's kind of like their staple, is having a ladder match where you got all kinds of stuff going on. What did y'all think?
Go ahead, Ladarius. I'll let you take it.
I'll pass it back. No.
Pass. All right, let's go to the next match.
No, look. I mean, I don't want to say the match was terrible, because there was a couple of matches that kind of took me out of it. But it's kind of like what I talk about with these trios belts and these ladder matches. It's like if it has to have meaning to me, especially the trios belt, because like I said, we talked about how it kind of messes up the tag team division, all of that. But listen, I like Pac. Pac. I don't have anything really negative to say about the match. Nor maybe there were a couple of a spot or two that I like, but overall, it was fine. Given that's, like you say, that's what they do. That's the money maker with the lat. So you gotta have it. Just like for some people, snow on Christmas, you gotta have it, or it's not Christmas, which it's a whole different conversation. But
I haven't been to Georgia.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I said, it was a very serviceable match. Nothing out of the ordinary. And back to Jerry in the studio. I'm dealing with slanted rain over here. So
Okay. Yeah, like what I saw of the match, because I didn't see, all of it. Everything that I saw looked good. But then again, like I said, I didn't see the whole match, so I don't know how the finish went or anything like that. But I was I'm not really surprised they put it on Pac and Cesaro and Yuta, just for the simple fact that they were in England and it's Pac. So.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Look, I was happy that Pac got his moment, because that's what they were talking about.
Oh, yeah, me too.
The only thing that made me wonder was this the spot that they really wanted it to be for the Lucha Bros with Pac as Death Triangle?
Right.
But, they picked, obviously, going to the E, so, which, we'll find out when they actually will come out.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very understandable. Toni Storm versus Mariah. This is a very interesting choice to put as the second match.
Yeah.
I thought they should have put Mercedes and Britt as the second, but, I don't know anything. Tony does. What did y'all think? I thought this match was good. I'm happy for Mariah. I thought the payoff was great. Mariah is legit, and Tony sold really well with her. What did y'all think?
Like you said, it was a legitimately good match. Like, it was enjoyable, and I wasn't expecting them to put Mariah over at all. I was expecting them to keep the title on Tony, so I'm a little surprised about that, but in a good way.
Yeah, like I said, I'm big on Mariah, man. So I'm kind of glad, because, like I said, if I would have liked to keep it going a little bit longer, but I understand Mariah. I think, like we've all said, she's the real deal. It's legit, and to me, and this may not be a very popular or sexy opinion, but I'll say it nonetheless. I'd argue that this match was, and like I said, it could be down to booking, but I feel like this match was slightly better than Monet and Britt Baker, simply because of the impact. Because I felt with this match, I had high expectations for Mariah May and Toni Storm match, and I could argue there was even higher kind of for the Monet, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But I think this match, good for Mariah May, her being the champion, and also kudos to Toni Storm. To be able to kind of her character, and like I say, Jerry can attest to this. Being a great wrestler is one thing, but having a character that works is just as great. And I think, and sometimes, and how she kind of shifted gears in character, it made it that much better. So, kudos to Toni Storm. I don't, what happens next with her. And listen, I hope Mariah gets a nice solid reign, and she gets a couple of viable opponents. So, like I said, it was a very, very, very good match. It was one of the ones that I was looking forward to watching.
All right. We'll just do, because for some reason people like stars. I don't do that. That's kind of. But
that Glenn guy does that, and then
Mr. Meltzer. Yeah, Mr. Meltzer decided to give stars for these matches.
Yeah, well,
imagine that.
Yeah, so what star rating? If you had to get, or what would you say you would have given this match?
Mariah and Tony?
Yeah.
Out of what, 5? Out of 5?
Let's just 5 at the most.
I would say probably a 4.
Okay, what about you, Ladarius?
Yeah, I'm in that same boat. I could go 0.5, but no, I'll stick with 4.
All right, I would have said 4.5 to be honest, because I thought the story was there. I thought the match itself. Right. Hell, we even got someone slapping their mama, for God's sake. So, I mean, you can't, that's also another bonus there. This idiot put down 1 star.
Yeah, because he's a fucking idiot.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to keep going because this ranking system, we need to have a talk with. We need someone to literally look at him and go, you cannot do this anymore.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah, exactly, because people think this is the Bible. But anyway. Now, Hook versus Jericho. I am glad this match went with Hook. I am glad the eye patch thing came out, off. I love the ending with Taz and Hook. So those were what I enjoyed. Anytime I hear Jericho singing, not so much.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, can we? Yeah, I mean to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
Listen, Jerry should on TikTok. Him on stage with Swerve. Listen, there are better ways to get title shots. That's all I'm going to say. Because here's the thing. Listen, that learning tree. Someone needs to take a Paul Bunyan axe and just chop that tree down. Like it Swerve's. I don't know what song they were singing. If it wasn't Judas, I don't. Listen, the only Fozzy song I know is Judas. Well, that's not Judas. Well, I can't name a second Fozzy song. So
I only shared it because I thought it was cool because they were singing together.
Yeah, and it's like Swerve's like, can you sing? Oh yeah. It's like all was missing was the mosh pit, and I've been like, you know what? That's enough internet for me today. I'm gonna go take
I saw that, and all I just did was, who invited Grandpa to sing?
Hey, let's sing a song. No.
Apparently, that was his song or the new Learning Tree theme, and I'm just going.
Yeah, I prefer the Reading Rainbow theme. So there you go.
Right.
All right. Any words, Jerry, on that match, or you want to?
No, like I said, I saw the ending. Like you said, I thought it was pretty cool how Taz got involved with that, with the finish, with his kid and all.
All right. So, if you had to give it a rating, what would you have given it?
I don't know. I'll just say a 3. That way, I'm kind of in the middle.
All right, Ladarius.
Listen. It's 2.5, and it's all about Jericho. That's why. I could go 3 and be like, be the middle, but it's the fact that this whole learning tree thing, it was off. If we didn't have like half-hour promos, I'd have probably been fine. But
God, yes.
But I give it 2.5, and a lot of that leans heavily on Taz getting involved with his kid. A great ending. And listen, I like Jericho. No one likes Jericho more than me. I got the man, bought his 30 years of wrestling shirt. Listen, I like Jericho. But look, the learning tree, if that was a school, it doesn't need to be funded. That's all I'm saying. I'm all for education, but no. Who's teaching Chris Jericho? Are we talking 2000s Jericho or now Jericho? Now
the list.
Yeah. If it's a list, I'm all for that. There's a clipboard and kids get their own list.
I enjoyed the list too. That was pretty
Like,
fucking good.
Everybody gets their own list, and that's cool. But we're talking now. Listen, there's no clipboard. He just has a microphone, and I'm not with it. So hit the music.
Yeah.
The other song.
So I would have given this like about 2 stars. So you all have been very generous because I did. It's like one of these. As long as Hook won, and if they got that involved, that would have been fine for me.
Right.
There's nothing else I would have wanted to see in this. But Mr. Meltzer put 4 stars on this match. So this match is as good as any match Ric Flair has ever had in his lifetime.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, thank you. I was just saying, just let's. All right, the tag team heatless match. I mean, the tag team title match, triple threat. We had the Bucks in their Beatles look, the Acclaim looking like they do, and FTR wearing slacks.
I did see the entrance for House of Black.
Oh, by the way, that was fucking cool.
That was bad ass.
If there was a star rating for that, I would have given it about a 50 because that entrance was cool.
That entrance was cool.
Yeah. Those guys, I like how when they come up with stuff, you could tell this is all them. Mm-hmm. But all right, tag team triple threat match. I hate to say it, it felt blah to me, but I'll let y'all speak on it. What do y'all think?
I mean, that's another one. I just saw the entrance of House of Black. I didn't see the actual match, and I didn't see anything for the match. So,
I'm doing with Slanted Rain. Give me a second. Yeah, I gotta talk. Give me a second. Yeah, I gotta come in. Yeah, you can't be running inside doing the weather in this. Yeah, it won't pay for a raincoat either. Yeah, that's the budget.
Imagine that.
I had to wear Publix bags just to come in. Yeah, but anyway. But the sub was great. But anyway, okay. Look, when I look at matches like this, you look at the names in the match, and there's a certain expectation. I understand your logic, C-Dub, about this kind of feeling. I don't want to say, but I'll just say average. I don't want to denigrate the six. I don't want to denigrate anybody in this match. Because as I've said, I was looking for like a Peaky Blinders type thing, but that's just a personal. But anyway, what I will say is that it was a type of match where, look, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't really something that made me go, oh wow, and I felt it was just kind of even keel. So, like I said, So I think that's the takeaway. It was just really average. Like I say, the booking on here was very meh to a certain degree. I don't know how much of it was booking or how much of it was the actual matches themselves. So
yeah, all right. So if you had to put a rating on it, what did you guys think about it? What Jerry and then Darius?
I mean, for the simple aspect of me being a fan of ladder matches, I would give it probably a 3 or 4. And that's simply because it's a ladder match and I like ladder matches.
Yeah, I got you. What about you, Ladarius?
Everybody likes a good ladder. Jerry's not wrong. There's certain types of ladders, but some ladders, can be tricky ladders. Always told Home Depot I need to climb it before I buy it.
They got mad at me for trying to do that, but I think that's the policy.
I say in every relationship, I have to climb things before I get a better grasp of it.
Just like a car, I got to test drive it.
Yep. Sometimes a couple of spins doesn't hurt.
I got to make sure if I fall off of it, I can fall off of it safely.
Mm-hmm. I also got to make sure that if the bathrooms are working or not.
Yeah. If I can do a tuck and roll, then we're great. If not, is there another car? Do you have the Batman? No. Because I thought Batman was pretty safe in there. I don't know what him and Robin were doing. That's none of our business.
Right.
But the way that Shield was, it wasn't like a standard car. It looked weird. Like you couldn't really see what they were doing. You could see him driving, But I don't know, was it a stick shift? Was it a gear? These are legitimate questions. But to answer your question,
yes,
because I believe there was a question.
Yeah,
I go along with Jerry. I go with the 3 because look, ladder matches. If you do it right, you get a couple of great spots.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a solid 3.
And then and remember we got the grizzled young vets that showed up. They
I did see that.
That is good for them. This fool put down 5 stars for this match.
That's because he sucks the Young Bucks dick.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I'm like going, how? At best, this was 2, 3 maybe. I'll push it to 3. But 5? There wasn't nothing. There was no moments that made you felt like the titles were going to be really in trouble. I mean, anyway, and it is what it is. What's funny is, what cracks me up is how they were trying to shield the ref from doing a belt spot, but in a triple threat, there's no rules. And not one person
has a ladder match anyways. There's no rules.
Oh, no, there was this triple threat match. The ladder match was the 6-man tag match.
Oh.
Yeah. What the 6 title?
Still, yeah.
So, all right. This was a cool match. The Casino Gauntlet. Apparently, they draw numbers or
random
people at random or different random times at that. And it started off with Okada, or it started off with Orange Cassidy, the mascot, as somebody would say, and Okada. Then, we did the countdown, and we got Nigel McGuinness coming out.
I saw that.
That was cool. Look, this whole
got hype.
Yeah, I did too. I was kind of hoping he was going to win it. But then we got to see Ricochet come out later on, as well as Hangman, Jeff Jarrett. Christian came out, and Luchasaurus came out. The match itself was good. I felt like this match you could put 5 stars on because this match actually performed. It's just that ending was a little bit flat, but yet I can't get too mad because Christian's heel work is not it's great.
Yeah. And
you can't really go wrong with it, but yet, it is what it is. But what do y'all think of the Casino Gauntlet match? And Ricochet's Twitter account.
So we did get a Ricochet appearance, a Nigel McGuinness appearance, and yes, Ricochet's confrontation on X, which didn't take long at all.
0 to 60.
Yeah.
He learned from Uncle Dax. Dax like, let me tell you how to do it.
It did not take long at all. But yeah, like I saw the clips, Ricochet and all that. I thought that was pretty cool. So if I had to give it a star, I'd probably go with a 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it 4.5.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go 4.5 too, for the simple fact it's a Rumble.
Yeah,
and they did a really good job with it too.
Yeah.
Well, the star rating it got was actually 4. So like I said, I thought that match did live up. I thought the match surprised me, but also gave me a lot of good content to watch.
Right.
So that was always a good thing. Now, the match you knew was going to get a high rating. Hint, hint. But anyway, Will Ospreay versus our American hero, Lex Luger. I mean, MJF. Lex JF. But, oh, my God.
Yeah.
First of all, I thought he was – if they could have found someone to stand in as James Brown to sing Living in America, I would have been in heaven. That was freaking – his entrance was awesome. Will Ospreay's entrance was really good.
Was pretty good, too.
A lot of people were like, I was kind of lost. I didn't understand. I'm like, well, they call him the aerial assassin. Well, Assassin's Creed is that he fits that mold.
Well, he has the fucking tattoo here.
Yeah, and it's like he fits that mold. If anyone in wrestling could actually do that look, it definitely is him. And I had no problem with it. I actually wish they would have done more of an intricate branding with him for the game. But that's just my opinion. This match was great. It was great. MJF was on Twitter saying that his diamond ring got stolen. I thought it was a work, or I thought, there ain't no way. And then apparently, it really messed that happened.
He got stuff stolen.
So what did y'all think? Yeah, what do y'all think of this match? Because I thought this match really did blow away. I thought it's hard to say a 27-minute match outperformed the 59-minute match.
Yeah,
but it really did. I mean, they were two different stories, but this match I thought was really good.
I knew this match. I knew that match was going to be good because you got one of the best, with Ospreay. And then you've got one of the best heels with MJF. And I love, even the fact of like last week with the tie-in of Bryan coming up to Ospreay and telling him, do it. Hit it.
I love that too.
And then you got fucking Garcia screwing him out of the title. On top of that, it was just like, perfect.
And not just that. Now he's not signed yet to AEW, so this is we don't know. He may still go or whatever.
Yeah, he might. Yeah.
Oh, what a way to! Yeah, go ahead, Ladarius. Go ahead.
Nope, but I'd give it a 5.
That's all the time we have for the weather today.
Nope. You're speaking. We need the people want to hear from the Ladarius.
Also, I'm the thing now. Great.
You are the third person. We speak of you in the third person. That's how
you are our third eye.
Yeah, but I have 4. But you know what? I get it. I get it. I just merge this eye together sometimes and creeps people out, but it works. It works. Yeah. Just on Halloween and then Halloween Horror Nights. But now, are you one of the monsters? How dare you? I paid good money to. But when you Will Ospreay, like I said, the match alone, just the match, even like I said, when the card I said this is going to be a 4 to 5 star match already off the top, already off top. No matter else what happened that goes through, because like you said, Jarrett, MJF is one of the best heels, not just in AEW but in wrestling.
Yeah,
Ospreay is one of the best talents, not just in AEW but in the world.
Yeah,
and so when you kind of put that together, and we kind of saw it already how great they could be. So it was just a matter of how are they going to deliver at All In. That was the only question.
Yeah,
and they did. And I think you said CW like, well, how does this match that was almost half the time of how is this better? It's chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, like look, you can have 2 wrestlers. It sounds common, but sometimes you have to tell people it's like this is why we get certain matches, why we don't get certain matches, because of chemistry. These 2 understand, they work well together, and it comes out through the crowd, no matter whether it's here in the States or whether it's across the pond.
Nope.
So this to me was I give it a 5. I give it a 5 simply because I like both for 2 different reasons, and they work so well together in the ring. So, so a solid match all in all.
Well, we're all on the same account because I was going to say higher. I was going to say 6 or 7 because the match so much.
Yeah, well, you gave us the 5.
No. I know. Well, Dave, hold on. Dave likes to break his system here because he gave it a 6. That's why I was going there.
Well, for sure, if it's a higher than a 5 ranking, I'm going to go to max ranking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's just what I'm saying. That match had the story of the Tiger Driver, like you were talking about where Bryan said, do it. We talk about a little bit before that where MJF, loses it and goes, they loved me first before you.
And we lost him.
And that's what a way to go out with that.
That's a wrap, folks.
Yep. Well, folks. 40, not bad. And that's the news. So we'll go back out to the weather and sunshine, little rain, maybe some snow. But what I will say about the match is like it's the chemistry, it's the storyline. When you get sort of that stuff, it just works well together, and it's the type of match where it would have been hard to kind of. It would have been. It took a very dramatic like lack of anything for this match to be any lower, because you saw like they're both going to bring it. Just a matter of how much are they going to bring it, and they did.
Exactly.
So exactly. And look, the match itself was amazing. And when you built in those stories, the things, and Daniel Garcia comes out and gets involved. Like I said, this match deserves to be. I agree with the ranking. I get aggravated with the idiot that does it, though. Because people want to say he's the Bible when he's not. But anyway,
no dipshit. They got pissed off because WWE quit using them.
Amen. So the next match, if I'm not mistaken, was Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker. All right, this match should have been number 2, I thought, or at least higher in the card. I thought Mariah and Tony's storyline warranted them to be close to the semis type deal.
Right.
But they put these two in now. I'm just going to call it what it is. This probably has to be Britt Baker's worst match I've ever seen. As well. And not just that, but Mercedes, can you give a damn? I mean, we know, brother. It's like when she talks about the women's division and what she's going to do for women's wrestling, I believed her when she was in New Japan. But the moment she's went to AEW, I feel like her going there has been more of a cash grab.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And look, if you get it, you get it. There's nothing against her in that regard. But she has gotten ridiculous because this match should have been a home run.
Yeah,
this match should have
been what it was.
Yeah, this match being built out, the build, everything should have been amazing. For Tony Khan to pretty much, or the discipline team to all of a sudden we're going to, suspend, the person that's one of the main draws to a match, that it just frustrates me. Now, if you guys have any comments, I personally thought this match, this match was a snooze fest, and it only got better like within the last couple of minutes. But what did y'all think?
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah. What do you think, Ladarius?
Look, it's what I've said and what we've all said. Look, when you give people that much creative control, you get stuff like this.
Yep.
Like, look, as like you all said, this is Britt Baker's worst match, and Mercedes Moné, it just kind of, and I don't want to knock Mercedes, but it's like, look, if you're getting paid a lot of money to do a job, and here's the thing: if you went for the money, hey, I'm all for free, capitalism, whatever.
Make your money. That ain't a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I see that's not.
Yeah, make your money. Yeah, that's not the issue. Yeah,
I said, but the issue is when you're paid that money, there's a certain expectation that comes with it.
Guaranteed money of that.
Exactly. It's not like so. That's what makes this to me even worse. It's because of the fact that look, Tony Khan is basically banking his women's division on Mercedes Moné.
Yep.
To a certain degree, given the money that she's given. Whether that's, and that's the problem. When you give somebody guaranteed money, to some people, and I'm not putting Mercedes in that category, but when you give people guaranteed money, it's no different than you give guaranteed money in the NFL. What's the incentive for you to live up to what you were brought in to do, because you got the payday, which is fine, But the question now becomes:
is she going to show up? Is she going to do her job? Is she going to
right? And when you're a company like AEW, you're trying to, get your women's division on par, or with WWE, even with TNA, even with New Japan. Like there's better women's divisions out there.
Yeah.
And you brought in Mercedes to come in and kind of be the revitalizer, and not only did this was awful, I believe this match Meltzer gave a better rating than the other match. Another women's
2
match.
stars. He gave that match 2 stars. Gave Mariah and Tony 1 star. Someone explain that to me. That's what I need to know.
And that's the problem. And to me, that's what makes it even. To me, that lets me know. Listen, I'm not a fan of his ratings whatsoever. But this is confirmation that lets me know he wasn't watching. He went by the name Mercedes. He went by name value. That's all he did. Because you can't sit there and tell me that was that's not even Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks. That's not even that's the worst match I've seen from either one, especially from Mercedes in a minute. And at some point, Tony Khan, what's your return on investment from Mercedes Moné at this point? What are you getting? Because on your biggest pay-per-view, that's the match you get. This is what you get. And like I say, the only thing I side with Mercedes Moné on is that at the press conference with whoever asked that stupid question that she answered with a video about her personal life. That's she addressed it, and yet we're still talking about it. But I tell people this: I'm with Mercedes on that. She already addressed it. But we're talking about in the ring. I can't see a justification from Tony Khan to say what someone should have asked him. What are you getting your return on investment from Mercedes Moné? Because it just feels like anytime she's in the ring, I'm not saying they all have to be 5-star matches, but they're not even 3-star matches. So they're not even average matches. And at some point, was this worth Britt Baker coming back for that?
Right.
And I'm not putting it all on her. There's a lot of blame to go around here. So it was hard to watch because I know both can do a hell of a lot better, and they did.
Oh, yeah.
And this was a big stage. This isn't like one of those, it was a venue. Oh, it was just, no.
No, this fucking Wembley in the biggest pay-per-view of the year. For them.
Yeah, and here's my thing. The divorce thing that the idiot asked, that was stupid. I would have not asked that. Because you can already tell she's already one of those that it's like she addressed it. You don't have to go there. All right, and that's me kind of like looking at her going, if I'm asking questions, the last question I'm asking is your love life.
Well, Like, why ask her about her personal life? What does that have anything to do with the match she just had?
Yeah, but my question would have been, who on this roster do you want to work with? Because right now, every time we've seen you in this ring, we are wondering, when are we going to see you? When are we going to see the Sasha Banks? When are we going to? And I don't know if it's the gimmick. I know she has her own personal writer, but I'm thinking maybe somebody needs to have a talk and go, you know what? You need to start being the boss again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because whatever this is, it
ain't working, boo-boo.
It's not. And the reality is, that's the question that should have been asked at the press conference. Is who do you want to face on this roster, and how do you explain your performance in the ring? That's because, like I said, I like people say, oh well, when she was Sasha Banks, when she was the boss, I mean, she was just as great as the face, but she was an even better heel. So But now with this new, with the CEO situation, it's not knocking her, but it's like, look, if it's not working, Tony Khan has to just say something, because you put a lot of capital into her. You put a lot of TV time into her before she even got into a one-on-one match. Yeah. And then on your, like I say, this is kind of like the equivalent of your favorite musician bombing at Madison Square Garden. This is like, it's like you, which is it's the biggest venue in this country. Like everyone's performed at Madison Square Garden, and you go and then you just are terrible. And people are going to remember it because, like, well, that's kind of what happened at Wembley. Like, this is your biggest show, AEW. This was where you put it literally all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the question is, did Mercedes Moné go all in? And the answer is simply no. And no. This was Britt Baker's by far her worst match. Like, there's not even because given the magnitude of the stage, like, has she maybe had not great, sure, but given the stage she's on, like, this is, and listen, I don't put it all on her. It's just like when you give somebody the keys to a Ferrari, either they're going to drive it safely or they're
going to fucking speed and crash it.
Right. Yep. So, and right now, Mercedes is trying to keep this thing on the road at this point.
And my question is this. Now I want to go to Britt. If she decides that she's done with this and she goes to WWE, she ain't going to have the leeway that she had in AEW.
No.
And that's the other. Yeah, go ahead.
I hate to say it, but she's not going to be as big of a star either.
No, she's going to go to NXT. And she's got to work her way from the bottom to the top. Because I hate to say it, there's more women in NXT better than her. And with this showing, I don't think I would want to book her. And that's saying a lot, because she was one of those high, going to a high realm in her character, but also tells you, be careful of the people you step on, because those people are the ones that could come back and grab you down. So, the match got 2 stars. And, like I said, this is where was it name recognition? Was it so you didn't piss her off? You're good. That didn't bother me. Yeah, that didn't bother me as much as the next match, because was Darby versus Jack Perry. Now I'm going to go here. I was looking forward to this match. Also, I really like what Jack Perry did to the title. That's it. I don't like his character. He's a jerk face. He's a cheap imitation of Jerry, because Jerry could be an asshole and a prick too, but Jerry does it better. All right? Yeah, I'll put you over, motherfucker.
I mean, for the record, Jerry's treated me pretty nicely. I can't speak about you.
Oh, yeah, he likes you. Don't worry. So, just know, if you see a hatchet.
I was in Georgia. We had some chicken nuggets. I'm sorry I didn't call you or anything, but it was like it was like I had a choice, and making me run out in the rain and do the weather and do this.
I would have bought you nuggets.
Yeah, that would have helped, but then the sauce, I don't know if you went all in on the sauce.
Oh, I would have gone all in. Now you insulting my Batmanisms. I tell you.
Batmanism.
Let me pull up my pocket dictionary.
Yeah,
I meant that. Oh Lord, I'm glad we can all joke around with this. But but this match, they cut this match. Now they cut this match for time due to the UK's curfew that they have out there.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I know that's what I was hearing. That was the rumored reason. But
more likely.
Yeah. Now this match was like I was going to say was a typical Darby match where he's getting thrown around and everything. But my thing is this: the match ends quickly. Now the Bucks come out this is the only thing I remember from it. The zombie look that Pinhead did, which was Darby, Which, by the way, cool look. By the way,
Yeah, I thought
But
it was
I hate-
cool, but I don't know why.
I hate the pink jacket. He needs to stop that. Burn it. I don't care. It's just pink fluffy jacket doesn't mean you're hardcore. It's just been bothering me lately.
Well, there goes your Christmas gift right there. So there you go.
God damn it!
Well,
I'll wear
and
it.
everything. Well,
I'll wear it. Don't worry, yo.
Too late now.
No,
take it back.
I'll wear it.
He told me we had one in front of everyone.
I'll take it, damn it. All right, but it just looks odd. Is when you see him come out with this fluffy pink thing. But anyway, but then I saw that he has spikes on his. I was like, what the heck? But the visual of him doing like the zombie look was hilarious. I like that. That was cool. But then they beat him up some more, put him in the box. They're going to set it on fire. Sting comes out. Oh, and by the way, the crowd did chant FCM Punk, which people, please. This boy still ain't got no damn. No one's following Jack Perry. I have not yet heard someone scream, "We like scapegoats" or some other crap like that, because there's no such thing. Or Luke Perry's my daddy. My thing is that match, it just felt quick. It hurried. So I didn't really think much of it. I was like, okay, maybe a 2-star match, no big deal. What did y'all think of that match?
I just saw the clips with the glass.
I hated that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that I didn't see a point for that, and that's coming from me, the deathmatch guy. I didn't see a point for that, other than a fuck you to CM Punk, which let the shit die already. You're not getting any better, any more fame off of it.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at me. I can do glass. I'm a big, strong man. I would probably.
I can reach the top floor.
Yeah, I would probably give it like a 4 or 3. Like nothing crazy, just for the simple fact of it was, a street fight. But
I'll give it a 3. Look, first of all, we got to stop the CM Punk chant. There's a lot of stuff we got to stop, but at some point, how does it benefit? CM Punk is at another company. He's doing his thing. What are we doing? Like, listen, I'm all for a good crowd chant, but come on, we get it. Like, ha ha ha, we get it. Stop.
Yep.
It's like telling a child you need to stop. The stuff you did when you were 2 was cute. You do that stuff when you get older, it just looks bad. And that's what we're kind of getting here. Like, it was good at first, but it's no benefit. As for the match itself, listen, the whole glass thing, look. Like, to me, I need someone to tell me what Jack Perry's character is. I don't like. I'm like, see, the title look cool. You get the title looking real good. I get that.
Yeah.
But if I have to ask you,
what your gimmick is?
Yeah. What do you do? It's like you walk on the street and go, "Excuse me, what do you do?" That's how I kind of feel with Jack Perry. It's like, what is the gimmick? What are we doing? Because I feel that, look, I can't put the finger put the finger on it or anything like that. But look, Darby was Darby,
right?
But that's why I give it a 3, because I love Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, I give Jack, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt in the ring, but look, at some point we just have, Cedar brought up the elephant in the room. Like, what is your gimmick? What do you do? Because, listen, there's wrestlers that I don't have to understand the gimmick, but I like it, and I can live with that. But when I don't know what it is, I can't enjoy it nor not enjoy it. If that makes any sense. So that's where I am.
That's what it does.
I don't know how to feel. And there's plenty of gimmicks like that where it's like, man, I don't get it. But I'm like, oh man, I like it, or I get it and I don't like it. But if I have to say what's your gimmick, it's even more infuriating because now I don't know what side to take, and it makes it less enjoyable for me to watch. Because listen, your gimmick work is just as good as your ring work, and I don't know what your gimmick is, and that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, you ain't lying. Look, this match, for some reason, I think this is when Dave truly showed that he was snorting cocaine with Tony Khan because he ranked this match a 5-star match.
Of course he did.
Yeah, so coke with neck braces on.
I mean, my God, this was ridiculous. Look, if you're going to say Sting was one of the – first of all, I love Sting.
Yeah, me too.
When they did the retirement thing for Sting, I thought that was the best thing they did. I thought the way they worked, everything was beautiful.
Right.
Don't you dare bring him back to wrestle. Don't. Just don't. You don't do that. Now, I'll go with the fact that, London and he was taking care of Dark. That's fine. I don't want to see him in the ring. Nothing against – because here's the thing. Because we all know Sting ain't losing.
No.
This man is over a certain age and he's still not losing. But they put 5 stars for it. And I'm going, how? Just Ric Flair and Kurt Angle can't get a 5-star match, but that bastard got a 5-star match.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, wait a minute, he didn't get. I said, that son of a bitch. That you put. Yeah, I think Dave just does things for the sake of doing it, and like,
at that point, if I'm CM Punk, I'm already doing the middle finger. I'm whatever I need to do to piss off Dave, because God knows you could piss off Dave. Just tell him that Tony Khan sucks. Anyway.
Yeah.
But so the main event, Swerve versus Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Now I just did JR.
Back
off. But look, this match was great. The crowd was behind it. Swerve was a bastard, stomping in Bryan's head in front of the kids. I think Daniel Bryan needs to go to a psychiatrist because of how he likes to try to almost die in his matches in front of his kids. Someone needs to have a check on that one. Jerry.
Why are you talking to me like that?
Yeah, like Jerry's like, I'm just sitting here trying to be part of the conversation.
Right.
No, Jerry knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to
look, the way Daniel Bryan was like reaching out for his kids, I'm going, I can see Jerry doing this if they were able to let him have the type of match he wanted. But no, for real, this was great. There's nothing really to nitpick. I thought even Hangman coming in and causing all kind of havoc, but never touching Swerve was great. Swerve no selling the knee and then gets hit with it again. And then, so many ups and downs, but this match was just good. What did y'all think of Bryan winning the championship and Swerve? And where do we go from here, I guess, is the next question. But we'll let Ladarius go, and then we'll let Jerry.
Well, this was always a coin flip match to me. And when we here last week, we did our previews. So I'm not entirely upset, Bryan won here.
Yeah.
It's because the thing is, I'm good for him getting the belt. I think that ideally, if they go with the route of, I think there's a good chance they're going to face each other again potentially. I think we talked about. I think it's in Washington. I think closer to Swerve's hometown, I believe, or something to that degree. So maybe that's when we'll see the title switch hands. But as for this, it was a great moment because I think for Bryan, one of the best, just pure technical wrestlers I've ever seen. And the way he the way he kind of wrestles, it's like you're watching. It's like watching Picasso paint a picture. It's kind of like you're not going to take your eyes off of it. And I think that way, like even with the Hangman, like interference in title matches, if you do it right, is actually enhances it. and then sometimes they could hurt it. But I think to the point that, listen, it was key. Hangman did not touch Swerve. Could he have? Oh, absolutely. The opportunity was there too many times for him not to do it. But that kind of helped it kind of progress the storyline. It kind of, you check a lot of boxes. And look, this was a definition of a 5-star, I could argue 6-star match, because it feels like no matter who won, I think folks were going to be happy either way. But because of the fact that it was Bryan Danielson, I think that kind of held, had his kid were there, Brie was there. So it was a good moment for a good dude. So that's the like I say, not to nitpick here, but like I say, 5, 6, 5 or 6 out of 5.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, especially because when he won the heavyweight title in WWE, his kids weren't old enough to see that.
Right, to see it, yeah.
So I think for that aspect alone, that was good. But again, like we said last week, it was a coin flip. Like, it could have went either way with Bryan's, all his problems with his neck and, all that. And then again, Swerve being the champion and being a good champion. But I would probably have to say, with all of that being in what's the word I'm looking for? Looking at everything in a whole, essentially. I would easily give it, a 5 for the simple fact of both of them went out there and tore the freaking house down, which we knew they would.
I mean, look, I would say easy 5, definitely over. It was ranked 6, so it's not like it's, are we going to get that right? Because we were right, because this match was that good. Now the question is, what do you do and how do you carry off the momentum? Look, AEW did some good things, and not only that, they're going to be back in UK for the Forbidden Door. They're going to bring that sucker over there. Hopefully they'll lock it this time so we don't have to have Ishii all the time. But anyway, but then they have another show February. It's going to be in Australia. So look, get the work where you could get it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no hate on that. The AEW Dynamite preview, this is going to be pretty interesting because we only got 2 weeks to build up for All Out right now. So Pac, or it's already announced, Pac is going to get his title shot against Will Ospreay. So what are y'all's thoughts on that real quick?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that being good.
And, they both just won championships, so that's going to be good for them. I'm looking forward to that. All right, so we're going to hear from Daniel Bryan, God dang it, I did it again. Bryan Danielson will address his future and Daniel Bryan's future. That'd be funny if he goes, I'm retiring, but Daniel Bryan is going to sign to WWE. Bye, guys!
Yeah.
That would be awful, but funny and all get out. Anyway, Mariah May is supposed to have a championship celebration. Word on the street, she did say she would go nude. So just throwing it out there. So, I still want to see a live sex celebration with Dom and Liv, but, no one's listening to me on that one. All right.
Well, a lot of thoughts going to go on there, too.
You know what I'm saying? All right. We're going to hear from Swerve Strickland for the first time since All In. So that'll be interesting. Now, the matches that they have. All right. So, obviously, Ricochet versus Kyle Fletcher should be a good match.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna crap on this one. I want to see it. I want to see how Ricochet does with the Dynamite crowd and how he can get, because it's going to be in Champaign, Illinois. But this is where, God help us, the god dang learning tree. Brian Keith, Big Bill, Chris Jericho and Roderick Strong teaming up in an all-star 8-man tag against who?
All-star?
Oh, hold on. Just wait. Just wait for this all-star lineup. Hook, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Kyle O'Reilly. Are you sold?
All-star? I mean, all second team, but all-star? I don't know. Like, that's
the congregation, whatever they want to be called. Jamie Hayter versus Harley Cameron.
Okay.
And Ishii versus Adam Hangman Page. Because we still can't find the key to the Forbidden Door. Tony has lost the key.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
he has enough money. He can just go to
he can go have a key made. Like this.
He can go to Walmart. He can go to Walmart. They have
Walmart, Home Depot, Ace Hardware. Yeah.
That's where he gets his ladders from, I assume. So why not get your keys there?
I don't know. I saw some Dollar General ladders, and I was like, that looks like AEW ladders right there. held by Rick Knox.
Boy, those are great commercials. I mean, those guys, I'm sold. I'll take two.
Stack them on top of each other.
One for my roof and one for my kitchen. Why for the kitchen? That's none of your business.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But sir, you seem tall enough. You can never have enough ladders. Right?
Oh my God! So all right, so that's your Dynamite card, y'all. Get ready. Feel the excitement.
Yeah, can we change it to second team all-star match? Because that'd be
well, they would say the all-star catering lineup, but Wardlow didn't show up.
Let me tell you, catering.
Hold on, Wardlow's still in the back going, all right, y'all had a match without me.
Yep.
Put down that sub, you could have been out there. That's what
Right.
Eye on the ball. Eye on the gorilla position. Your eye was over
Get your
here.
shit together, bro.
Miro's in the back. I totally don't give shits at all. I'm giving up on life.
Are you drinking, Miro?
Fucking signed.
Are you drinking, Miro? Shut up.
It's not Miro Day anymore.
My wife left me. Shut the fuck up.
He's calling Hunter. Take me back.
Yeah.
My wife took the best parts of me. What? Yeah. Now some guy gets to have Lana Day every day. What? Miro, calm down. Miro, let me just get that bottle from you, buddy.
No.
All right.
Bottle.
I love how Jerry. No, that's my bottle. My pinky.
And there's a fight going on backstage. Miro's on TV. Miro's fighting security.
That shit would be hilarious.
In a champagne street.
All right. So let's talk about Monday Night Raw. We're not going to worry about SmackDown, but the quick thoughts on SmackDown were real simple. Solo made Jacob give his title to Tomaloa.
So fucking stupid.
All I got to say is the face that Jacob made popped me. I mean, I don't think I could even stay not laughing when he went, the hell? It's like he broke character.
In all honesty, if he is legitimately pissed off, I do not blame him.
Right. Because it felt like, I'm like, no, this ain't okay. No, this guy's legit pissed. I'm like, I could just give me both belts. Like like you're gonna put me the guy who can't hit below the belt. Well, great, fine. Here, take the belt. He just walks backstage. Is that a work? Was it real? I don't know. I saw the guy pull up from the park. He took that Ferrari and he sped out of here. So
yeah, that was just fucking. That's ridiculous. That
yeah. Like I said, if he was legit pissed, I'd get it. I'd get it.
The only way I am okay with that is if he is going to be out longer than expected and Loa is about to be clear.
Yeah. Or that they're going to make sure that he gets the singles push. Because but I know, but the thing is, Roman never touched him in that encounter. And then, look, I just can't wait for what Fatu and Roman do. That's what I'm excited about. But yeah, that was crazy. I'm not worried about Kevin Owens the switch thing, because although there is a conversation we can have about would it be better for KO to be heel, I don't think it needs to be yet, because KO's like freaking Deadpool. He just breaks the fourth wall anyway. Let him just be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been the best Kevin Owens work I've seen, by the way. I love Kevin Owens. I'm just praying that if Cody loses the belt, that we get Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble, because Kevin Owens needs to be having a title match at the Royal Rumble. Just keep the streak alive if you could. Just for God's sakes. I love it. It was just a joke I saw where someone was like, how many times has Kevin Owens had a title match at the Royal Rumble? I mean, he's like Mr. Royal Rumble, but never wins. But although it would be cool if he did win one. But anyway, so Monday Night Raw, they obviously did the, RIP to Sid, Psycho Sid. That was cool. The Judgment Day. We've got new Judgment Day graphics. Yeah. And I like the little entrance thing. Dom and Liv are the greatest American love story in the world. I mean, especially the whole nose to nose, cuddly. It was cute. But, Finn Balor, Carlito. Look, we even got Carlito talking, for God's sakes, people. What more do you want from this group? I mean, yes, he's healed, but guess what? He's still cool. But yeah, I like that the theme of it was they were also talking about the beatdown, going back to how they're the good guys in this, which, we know it's a joke, but it can be true. Yeah. But I like that Dom announced that he was going to be in the Intercontinental title tournament, the number one contenders. Will he win? I don't think so, but I'm not gonna rule it out, actually, because I'm not ruling out that he's gonna be in the. I can see him making it to the final four, to the fatal four-way match, and get beat by Jey Uso. That's what I'm seeing. But we'll talk about that, because we need to talk about dear OJ and Papa Rikishi popping off again, Dude,
listen, just go back to dancing and wearing that thing you wore. So,
we're going to talk about Rikishi's great lineage, because Braun Breaker wanted to reveal a little bit of that one. So we'll just hold on that one. Just give it a little bit. We'll let it simmer. But I thought Judgment Day doing their thing, and I was like really into listening to what they said. And then the LWO come out. And at first I was going, okay, here are the three amigos. And then I see a fourth, and I went, well, clearly that's not Alicia. And then I realized that was Dragon Lee. We hadn't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
And by the way, a father wanting to slap the mustache off his son will always warm the cockles of my heart. I mean, that's a true Spanish father. Just want to slap that off your face.
Pretty funny.
That was hilarious. But hell of a 8-man tag we saw opening. Dominic again gets the win over Daddy by Liv's help, but you know what? He still won. He's a winner. Those chicken tendies are going to be
winner.
He's getting chicken nuggies or tendies. This man is living the life. And play video games. Hell, when he was shooting that promo, I thought I was hearing Jerry talk.
I mean, I am playing video games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jerry's like, she lets me have chicken tendies, lets me play video games.
I mean, I am playing Call of Duty Zombies right now. While I'm doing that.
And this is why we have the most focused team together, Jerry and Ladarius. Now, when you say focused, now
I say focused, but we never know exactly what we're focused on.
I like to say we're
there's a squirrel. All right, we're back.
For now.
No,
all right, so yeah.
Later. I'm doing some podcasts. Yeah. Jared's a good guy. That C-Dub, yeah, that's the same guy that made me go out in the rain.
I did not make you go out the ring. I said you don't do weather anymore. You are the man.
You see how he verbally abused? Like right there.
I wasn't
like this guy's going all Jim Cornette on me for no reason. I don't know what I did. All he's missing is the tennis racket.
First of all, Jim Cornette, take away all his other issues. He is funny when he goes off on AEW. I die laughing. Listen to that stuff.
The thing is, and he threatened you with the tennis racket.
Yeah.
But luckily, I had I had a steel chair, so to sit down in.
Yes, of course. Because when you see a steel chair, you go, I'm going to sit on it.
I'm like, man, I got to sit down and eat these nuggets.
Yeah. Nuggies. You don't say nuggets. You say nuggies.
Let me look in the dictionary. This guy's just making words on the fly.
But we are following the words of Dom. Because why? Because you might get a woman like Liv.
I'd retire.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Well, there's like, I get to eat nuggies.
I got to fight who? Not tonight, Pierce. I'm out. You better get
doesn't work for me, brother.
You better get Odyssey Jones to do it, not me.
Well, there's gonna be like, hey, Jerry, finish my light work.
Oh, wait, here's the chicken nuggets too. No, we're both not working today. So
I got it.
So him in. Is it a squash match? I can't legally say.
It's gonna be a squash match now.
Yeah.
I got these DoorDash nuggets waiting.
My luck, I'd be fighting Bronson Reed.
Wait, is that my car? No.
Oh my God! So yeah, the match was pretty cool. And then Rhea and Damian show up. Now this was hilarious because it took me a couple of times watching it because I was going, okay, there's JD. I guess Finn just escaped somehow. Carlito got ran over, and then I looked over and I'm like, where the hell's Dom? And I look and I see him on the top. And it's like, he just has this look of, oh, crap. I'm up here. This ain't good. This don't look good for me. Hey, Miss B, how you doing? Miss Bree. You guys got to check her channel out. She does really good football reviews. So hopefully we can get with her too to, talk football on our football preview and post shows. So we'll go from there.
Title unknown.
That should
be the name of the title unknown.
You know what? We should just call it football unknown.
Yeah.
Football unknown. But I got to learn how to make graphics and stuff. I'm sucking all that.
Well, you just said in Wildcat. That worked.
Yeah. Some.
Wow.
I can't do nothing crazy, but I can make some.
Yeah.
We'll work. Yeah.
We'll get Jerry.
You know what? Look at that. I'll reach out to my team.
Something like that. That's just a rough.
Burn it down! So, and then we got a really cool visual of Priest clotheslining Carlito, as well as Rhea clotheslining JD, which was really good if you followed X, because they were having going back and forth at it. Quite funny. So I enjoyed that one. I thought them standing tall kind of got me concerned, because I'm going, does that mean Liv and Dom might pull the victory? We'll see. We'll talk about it, because Bash at Berlin is this Saturday.
Yeah.
So, and then also,
book my flight. That's on me.
Yeah. Hey, just bill it to the company. Just bill it to the company right there. The company over there. To
you? Yeah, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Jerry will be. Yeah, we'll book.
Okay.
I mean, I got a booking. I can't go.
Yeah, Jerry has booking. He can't go.
I'll talk. Look. What if we bring Berlin to him?
Someone goes, hold on. If I know the booker, he probably like, yeah, it's called a cell phone. It's no big deal. He's already got it.
Yeah.
Jerry's like, huh? See, this is the problem. We know Jerry too well.
Booker, do you see this chair?
No. You know what? Hold on. You know what's funny? I'll never forget one time I was doing I was there at a wrestling show and videoing it, and Jerry comes over to sit with me, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm doing the recording." He goes, "What you watching?" I said, "Roadblock." And he goes, "Ooh, cool, let's watch." Jerry pretty much stayed there the rest of the.
We lost him again.
And the people of Roblox froze this video. He went out smiling about Roblox. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how we should end the show. And put like executive. Oh my God. Good times. Good times. We'll just sit here and yeah, there we go.
And because my stinking computer keeps killing me.
They got a left hand corner. That guy,
yeah.
I don't know who this other guy is, but the other guy in the left hand corner. It's going somewhere.
I don't trust him. Yeah.
Roblox.
No, he left.
Fuck that guy on the left.
So,
yeah,
he was a jerk anyway. He stiffs everybody. No, you ain't never going to see that. Sorry, but all right. So we're back. Yeah. So Miz gets to be interviewed by Jackie Redmond. By the way, I don't know about y'all.
The TikTok video that him, Truth, and I think it was her did.
Yeah, or is it Kathy Kelly? Because Kathy Kelly does a lot of them with them. Yeah.
It may have been Kathy.
I'm going to go here. I am loving watching any video with Caden and Damian Priest together. Those two are hilarious. And then, R-Truth, Miz, and Kathy. Dude, they're hilarious too. They're just... I am loving that WWE is letting them be themselves.
Be on social media?
Yeah, and letting them be themselves, not trying to hide anything. And that stat. Okay, I had my review stuff taken away because of the fact that I was, having to reset my stuff here. So I think the second match, I mean, it was Miz talking about being in an Intercontinental title qualifying match, but that's, to be honest, we knew he wasn't going to win. The next person they brought up was, and Bronson Reed showed up, says once he takes care of Strowman, he's going to take care of Miz. And I'm going to tell you, I don't want Bronson Reed near me after all the stuff he's done.
I know.
But I know. I believe the next match was Damage Control versus the Pure Trash Collective Agency, or
just pure. Yeah, I'll just say PFC or something.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken came out. That'd been better. Look, I love Shayna. That's it. That's it. When it comes to anyone in that group, I love Shayna. I made that clear last week about what I think they should do. Io and Kyrie are a good team, but the crowd did not react.
Yeah,
and then not just that, but it took all the way up until we had to see, Zelina Vega show up. And I'm not even going to talk about that dang promo that Sonya did because I fell asleep as soon as she was talking. Because it's just one of those. It's like I felt, it's like, okay, you're back. Kind of like Jack Perry. What are you? What are you doing? Why do you make this team better? And honestly, ever since that match with Lyra Valkyrie, she hasn't gotten any better. Lyra had to tell her, let go, when she was doing just that, simple gut wrench powerbomb.
Yeah.
So, that I still think about that when I see her even near the ring. So, hopefully they can get her confidence up. Hopefully she can get back to where she needs to be. But if not, let Io be by herself and let Io get a run at the title, just so we can get some different women in the title picture at least, I think. What do y'all think?
No, I agree. Because Kyrie's bad about getting hurt, even when she doesn't mean to.
Yeah.
So.
And Kyrie's really, and I don't want nothing said bad, but yeah, she's good, but
she's just accident prone.
Go ahead, Ladarius.
Yeah, it's here's the thing. When you talk about, I'm going to call them PFC for the sake of time constraint. But something Triple H, if you're listening, Something to think about. But here's the thing: when the group, like I said, when the group was formed, I think the intentions were well, but I feel that I think why it's not resonating, is that it's not because they have the wrong people in the group. It's because the wrong person is probably doing the talking.
Yeah.
And that to me makes a huge difference because and there's no disrespect to Sonya, who can handle herself in the ring. No disrespect to Zoe, but Shayna can not only is solid on the mic, but she can get it done in the ring, and that should be more the focal point,
right,
of the group. Because if we're going to do a lot of these women, we see that like at NXT with JC Jane, Fallon Henley, and Jasmine Nix, where like look who's doing the talking. It's not just one person; it's all of them.
Yeah.
More so Fallon and maybe JC, but when you do these groups, sometimes it's like who's leading it, who's in, and I think that may turn off the fans, not the group itself, but who's talking. Now, as for Kyrie, I think it's just bad luck. I don't think, like you say, it's just accident prone. And look, Io Sky, we all know Io Sky's resume. She's a former champion, NXT champion, champion in the main roster of both. So having her have a singles run is not the worst thing in the world because look, that on Raw, it feels like they need help in terms of we need more female single star. While whatever they're doing on SmackDown, like their women's division feels the same, but there's a little bit of an opening there with Michin.
Yeah.
But I think put Io back in the sync because listen, when you put Io in the ring, I can't think of a bad match she's had in a long time. So
right.
why not go back to that? But as far as the PFC goes, I think if they go toward the Shayna Baszler route, I think it might get some traction. Now, I don't know how much traction, but it would get some traction. Back to the studio.
And yeah. By the way, something that we kind of missed by when I was talking about this because I was trying to remember, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods was scheduled in this Intercontinental Championship tournament deal, where Woods was going to be in one match and Kofi was going to be in the other match. Different colors. By the way, I like Woods' black look. It looked really cool. The gray and the black combo. Look, first of all, when it comes to New Day, man, they come up with some really cool, intricate stuff. So, power to them. They really do. I love it. I love it that they work well. And then to respond after the women's match was they played a Bo Dallas promo, the videotaped one. And I get a lot of people, like Jim Cornette was saying how it doesn't make sense, all this. And I'm just going, for a guy that knows wrestling, you are really being stupid because you're basically letting somebody influence it where it's more the spirit behind it.
Yeah.
And I think we'll talk about the match, all right? But I thought Bo's promo work, the video work, has been spot on. What have you all thought?
Oh, I agree. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff, and to have a problem with it is interesting because I would need to know the specifics why. Because if not saying that you can not like it, but I need to know why.
Why you don't like it? Yeah,
because like everyone has everyone has a right to their opinion. I'm not stand on a podium and say, oh well, you should. No, if you don't like it, I need a legitimate reason why you don't like it because I don't see why you don't like it. Because Bo, like the mic work, and we'll talk about the match later, but his mic work has been good. Those little vignettes, I mean, he hasn't missed. It's just that if you have a problem with it, like I say, I just need to know why. Because
I'm with you.
Because like I tell you, if it's not like a whole Rikishi thing where you're just talking in nonsense. about your son not being pushed and your son, I'm not going to get in that back, but
don't worry, that's next. Don't worry, that's coming up after the CM Punk stuff.
So it's just great stuff. It was great stuff as always.
All right, so but that's how I want to say also when it comes to the Bo Dallas stuff and the Wyatt Six, I love it. It always hits, and I think all the tributes, all the small touches they do, it means something. And like I said, I get it. Everything's not for everybody, but if you've been around wrestling. And then I'm going to cover over some stuff that just recently found out about Bo, and we'll talk about in his match. But we'll talk about that when we get to the main event. But so Drew McIntyre comes out to do a promo, kind of mocks and does a parody of CM Punk. Great to be here on a Monday night in Providence, and I'm going okay. And what's great? Then I started seeing. Check IG. I'm like, what? So I end up looking and I see there's somebody live streaming the promo. And I'm going, what the hell? And finds out it was CM Punk. And apparently, Drew McIntyre did not get the memo. This was a hide and go seek game. And CM Punk was hiding. So Punk got fed up because he wouldn't find him. So, you have to, give the guy a couple of lashes to remember how to find you. But by the way, I thought that was awesome. Just the way they set that up. I love that they did that, bringing a live stream of that.
Yeah.
That was just brilliant. Punk looked crazed, like he was all he cared about was going at Drew. He wanted to get that bracelet, and where last week I felt like pandering Punk really just didn't feel right, this CM Punk sounded great because he didn't say a word. He was all about business. He ended up whipping 3 security guards. But it gave you that feeling of, okay, this strap match is going to be something fierce. What did y'all think?
Oh yeah, it's going to be good. I don't know what else to say about it other than that.
Yeah, same. It's going to be good because, like I said, the match itself is going to be great because the storyline is just as great, if not better.
I can't wait. I'm just watching it now, just to see Punk like lose it on these security guards or these workers. It was awesome. Yeah. It's like, dude, he just like the one he crapped when he did the up and down vertical strike. It's like, that guy's gonna feel that for a while. It's like right between the eyes. I was like, I'd rather take the back shot before I get across the face. But anyway,
yeah.
Oh, and by the way, never seen a man look so mad or mean with pink shoes on. Just saying. That was some. See, I don't mind pink shoes. Just the pink furry coat was a bit much for me. That's all. And then Jey Uso coming to the crowd. Look, I love Jey. We're going to talk about it because he was in the next match. It was him versus Karrion Kross versus Kofi. And unless they wanted to do something crazy, like let Karrion win or Kofi win, I could see it. But honestly, this was all Jey to win. I'd love Kross's heel work every time going no yeet. And Kross needs something different. He needs to stay away from New Day, and I would love to see him maybe work with Judgment Day to be their muscle. Because I think he would fit well with them. But what did y'all think about the first triple threat where Jey Uso won with the Spear Splash combo?
Yeah, I agree. I think Kross should get away from what he's doing because, again, like you said, I think he'd work better with Judgment Day as far as his gimmick goes. But in the match itself, I thought the match was pretty good. They did what they had to do. They got everything across. So,
all right, and we got Ladarius. I think he's on the phone. I think I can't tell. I just see his shoulder. So, all right.
I think you may have froze.
All right, we'll give him a little bit. So here's what I'm going to say real quick about because I thought he was active, but now, yeah, you're right. He probably did freeze. All right, Ladarius, get back in here so we can get your take because I really would love to hear you.
He's moving.
All right, cool. There he is. Cool.
You just don't have earbuds in.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So so again, Rikishi decides to speak about Jey Uso.
Yep.
And we gotta start asking some questions. I mean, the Sultan needs to find out or keep it right, Mr. J or Mr. R, whatever that gimmick was, or are you the dancing man? Are you you're a bad man? You did it for The Rock. You did it for the people.
Yeah.
I mean, because right now that's what I'm feeling like. He expects Jay to be pushed as his ultra super face, and I'm going, Jay's getting there, but Jay can't really do much until the next chapter of the Bloodline stuff is written.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep saying that, but I mean, it's
I think he forgets that he's in that storyline, so he's has to wait, for them to get that shit going.
Mm-hmm. And look, I get it. Family, they're going to say what they want, do what they. I just don't want Jay to have to check his dad on public. I'm just saying, just eventually just give him a call, say, yo, dude, get it right.
Out.
Yeah, chill out. To say that I need to be signing with AEW because they'll work with me better. No, I'll probably be another person to them.
Yeah.
Look what I've already done here. I've already built my name. I built everything. Loaded Nachos. What? Okay, there. All right, Loaded Nachos. Hello there, Ladarius. Welcome back. So nice to have you back.
I'm sorry, my mom called. I apologize.
No problem. No. Hey, moms are understandable. You don't have to worry about that, man.
I'm only going to back up a milk carton, so
yeah, it's all good. So, all right, we were just talking about the Jey Uso match, the triple threat match, but also talking about the Rikishi. At it again about he should just sign with AEW, and I'm going, dude. Right now, I would not be saying that. That's the one thing I'd probably have to call my dad and be like, yo.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop. You're embarrassing yourself now. Don't make me have to call the Sultan. I will call your old gimmicks up, pal.
But no, I guess I'll be real quick because I want to take up the majority of the time here. Here's the thing. I'll start with the Rikishi stuff. Rikishi's a smart dude. First of all, and does he believe what he says? Some, but not all of it. I think a part of it, to a certain degree, could be a work, could be trying to just say something to make waves on the social media. But either way, it's not a great look, whether it's a work or not. I'll put it that way, because at first glance, I'm like, your son is literally being pushed as the face of Raw.
Yeah.
Your son, it's essentially like back in the day, it would have been like Tom Brady's dad complaining, "Oh, my son needs more attention," when he was literally the best quarterback in the NFL. So that's the way I feel. But as far as the triple threat match goes, it was very good. And I know you guys will talk about Karrion Kross, and I like Karrion. Especially, I gotta finish watching the interview with Jesse Ventura with Karrion was on there. But I just wanted to throw that in for Chris Van Vliet. I like his stuff, but
he's good. I like Chris Van Vliet.
So, but anywho, but what I will say is, what I do find interesting is that I think Karrion Kross's character is not terrible. But I feel that if the stuff with the New Day is not going anywhere, you got to
Yeah.
kind of move on because like I've always questioned like, well, he's paired up with AOP, like what have they done?
Right.
Like, so I feel that if you kind of make AOP their own thing, him and Paul Ellering and them make their own thing, and they can go be a great tag team. Because listen, you can never have enough great tag teams in a company if you have it the right way. So,
yeah, exactly.
So you can bridge off of that, and Karrion and Scarlett could, the Judgment Day makes sense because then now, like the muscle kind of be like the go-to guy per se. Certain matches come up. Hey, Karrion, prove yourself. We'll just throw Karrion Kross in there, and kind of build him up to a certain degree. And then also, listen, we'd also get Scarlett and Liv Morgan in the same faction. So,
I'm down with that.
Like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I don't know what else more I could say, but Chicken Nugs, Bombs Over Baghdad.
Oh,
I like the way you move. We're done. Thank you.
Don't worry, we're about to talk about something even more beautiful too. After, look. So I'm glad you said that because first of all, Chris Van Vliet is like one of the coolest guys out there, and I really like his interview style. He's really good. Gunther wasn't there; he was over in Germany, already promoting what they're doing over there, and apparently him and Ilya were wrestling. So I'm like going, oh man, could you imagine those matches?
Right.
And Randy Orton, comes out and just briefly, in his promo, I liked because he just explained what that title meant to him and what that title means to what he wants out of this. And, so we don't really have to go over all that. The next thing, though, is, Alba and Isla Dawn talking about, their challengers, Bianca and Jade. And I'm going to go here, guys. I really want Alba and Isla to keep winning. I just, for some reason, them with the belts make sense to me. What do y'all think? I mean, it's just.
I want them to. I love that as the men's tag team.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it feels similar to what kind of happened the last time they faced off. It's where people say, "Well, give it to Bianca and Jay," and I get the logic. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see the harm in having Isla Dawn and Alba Fire keeping it because let's face it, you can still keep it going with you can have because there's still things going between Bianca and Jade. You can still kind of I want to say like split up. I'm not going that far, but you could still have another match with them somewhere down the road. Maybe it's I don't know if it'll be a Bad Blood or whatever, but you can stretch out a series of matches between these two teams, and because I haven't seen anything from Alba Fire and Isla Dawn to make me go, oh man, they need to drop the belts. So and plus they're having their own thing, and if you think about it, the storyline they tied in between Blair Davenport and Naomi, so you can there's still things you could do. I don't think they don't have to drop the belt unless there's something. I'll put it this way: if they win, let's just say Bianca and Jade win, then what's next for them? Who do they face? Who's the next tag team that they face? And that's just me saying, well, the competition. Like, as long as Alba Fire and Isla Dawn keep winning, like. You can put them against other teams, but if it's Bianca and Jade, if they win, what's next for them? Because to my knowledge, they've beaten pretty much every team on there. They would have beaten every good female tag team on there. So unless you do get that's the concern. But
all right. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm done. You had your hand on your beard. That means my time is up. So.
No. I was actually you finished, but then I was like, I was actually putting my hand over my mouth, going, "Oh, I'm sorry." So my bad.
I thought touching the beard means out of time. I'll write that
down. All right. So you have the emotional main event. Well, let's talk about meet on meat match because this, I just got to go here. It was like when I saw Braun versus Bronson, I'm going, man, I hope they don't do like a dumb like ring break or superplex, break the ring,
right?
At the end of the show. I hope because I remember how Braun used to do some spots that normal big men wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Braun starts this off with a freaking drop kick.
Yeah.
And, Bronson does the rolling senton, then does a suicide dive. I mean, guys, this match was great. I don't even care that there was no winner. Yeah. The fans were the winner. The person that didn't win was whoever had that car. Because they didn't
pay for that car. Yeah, that's it.
That's a win. What are you doing? No.
Man, CM Punk's gonna have to have a meeting with his people, man. He's gotta talk to these young boys and be like, look, damn it. We've talked about this.
They gotta learn.
Yeah, man. You can't, you're gonna ruin it for the other guys.
We had a whole symposium about this, and I literally took you out to this same to a parking lot for this exact reason. To show you what not to do. And did we break for lunch after that? Get that guy out of here. But the point is,
we are not breaking until you idiots figure this out.
Right. I will stay here all night. The building closed at 8. We will stay here till 8 o'clock.
And then we will walk to the cars as I lecture you how to take care of these cars. What I liked about this was the way the match kept going. The flow of it, Bronson just going to the back, basically then goes and sets up a freaking trash can, hauls it on Braun. Yeah, they go through the So again, to be honest, I thought this match did all the tricks. Bronson Reed is over as hell.
Oh yeah,
he gets ready for that tsunami. Watch out! What did y'all think?
I'm just gonna go on the ending of that fight.
Yeah.
That fucking car.
Oh.
That's a lot of meat when the windows implode.
Yeah.
Yes.
The glass of those windows shot out. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, you don't see nothing like that much anymore. I mean, you used to get that kind of stuff all the time. But now it's rare and Jesus.
Yeah. This match is just one of those. Watch how a veteran guides a guy. It's awesome. Braun's telling him where to throw himself at.
Yeah.
And, the security guard. I love, what was it, Michael Cole going, why are these security guards in the way?
Right. Why are you on the train tracks? Get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, this was awesome. I mean, I think the last time we got to see this kind of craziness was when Braun was getting over with Brock and Roman, the whole ambulance, the grappling hook, the stanchions. I mean, look, the bump that Braun throwing Bronson onto the car and him sliding and falling, I was just like, dear God, man. And the car spot was just insane. Not just the choke slam, but just the spot where Bronson just takes a freaking choke slam off the hood of the car.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Tsunami's awesome. And what I love about it is they were like, as they were checking on Braun, they said Bronson just upped and walked away.
He's like, I'm done for today. He's not wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, oh, make sure I'm in that Intercontinental tournament. Wait, what? It's like, oh boy.
Sure you're in it. Nah, you're
hold on. You know what? I know we got to these guys. Screw it. You're in.
Okay. Bash of Berlin. It's you, and it's Breaker. But what about us? You guys? We're getting.
You see what that motherfucker just did?
You want to?
Did you just watch what he did?
There's at least 3 more cars out here. I suggest you guys keep walking.
Yeah.
There's enough cars for all of you.
You know what? I think honestly they did that spot to pay homage to Sid. So they someone should have came out and been like, no, Strowman, why? That would have been great. I have a guy ready to go play softball.
Oh,
and by the way,
there
was no look, Alberto. You know, you are a legend, and you are always welcome here. Bro, you say no CM Punk slander, but you are the part-timer of the show. If you can show up, we will not have CM Punk slander.
He said poor perform. So that factors in to we should consider not having CM Punk slander. I mean, I'm not,
like I said,
I'm not Berto's lawyer. I'm a legal representative.
No, and I totally respect that. But all I'm saying is, if we can have Berto grace us with his presence one time, then we can actually have him comment. Just saying. I mean, because he's definitely, a looky-loon through the looking glass, apparently.
Listen, as long as it's a pair of binoculars, it's not a crime. So there you go.
Hey, that's what a lot of guys will say. All right, then we got Miz versus Pete Dunne versus Xavier Woods. Xavier looked good, but obviously Pete wins. What did y'all think of the match?
Again, another match that I knew was going to be pretty good. And for the simple fact of Pete and Xavier.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was it. Yeah. This is just me because of me. I wish Xavier would have won, but.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. It would have been nice to kind of, because it kind of would have progressed the storyline to him kind of breaking himself away, trying to have that quest to have a singles belt. Like to your point, like Jerry, like Pete Dunne, like just the way Pete Dunne and Woods were going at it in that match. I'm like, listen, one of them, at that point, I'm like, one of them's gonna win, obviously. Who's the third person? It doesn't matter. But the point.
Yeah. Hey, Miz!
Oh, wait. I'm tied for the most? Okay, Miz. Listen, you have Miz, you have
a smoking hot wife. Just count yourself a winner.
Hold on. At that point, someone goes, you got 33 and a third chance of winning this match.
Wait,
but then you decrease it by 2 in the back.
Wait, is that an overhead projector? What are we doing here?
Steiner math, baby.
He's teaching it. Oh, there's no. What about PE? I don't think you want that.
You rather do Steiner math than PE.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
All right.
Well, it can't be that bad. Wait, why is there a hole in the wall? You know what? Back to the classroom, kids. Go.
All right. Anyway. So I had to hear the Braun Breaker interview where he goes, I heard Jay bringing my name and my belt in his mouth. And him going, your family has never been able to beat my family. And at first I was like, oh, what an interesting throwaway line. Then I started thinking, holy crap, no. The Steiners dominated the Samoans.
Yeah.
Do we have footage? Roll it.
It was in WCW and in WWE. Every time they showed up. So I went, okay. I'm already a fan of Braun Breaker. One of the things I heard is like he's one of those guys that he would show up early, leave, go to be in bed by 8, and they said, well, what do you like to do to unwind? He goes, I'll just go fish in the pond over here. And it's like, dude, this, and it's like this guy
you weren't raised in the South at all.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, boy, you are definitely a Southerner. He'd rather hunt, he'd rather fish, and then I'm going, and you're in bed by 8? Oh, okay. Or, whatever time, early in bed and rest, and then you were up early at the Performance Center. And they said, why are you so early? He goes, it's my job. I'm supposed to be here. This is what I do. And I'm going, that's kind of crap you need to hear. That's the kind of crap you've got to hear about, these guys out there. And someone's like, could you imagine an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old person having to be like that in Las Vegas?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
I'm like, shoot, I can't imagine me and Jerry being that way.
Hell no.
Where are you at? Well, I'm in bed.
I don't like getting up at 5:30 for work.
Yes, Jerry, I know.
I'm in the Jerry and C-Dub left. They left me in the hotel, so I guess they beat. Yeah. Wait a minute. I think C-Dub took $20 out of my wallet too. You know what? I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Why y'all doing that to me? I did not take no money out.
Yeah, Jerry. Where you guys at? Great. I'm 10 minutes away. Just lure him to here, and he's not going to see it coming.
I see. I heard you.
Well, I'm sorry. What we were talking about? Trickle down economics. What are you doing?
Yeah. So trickle down. All right.
We're talking how Steiner math has impacted the American economy over the last 25 years. What
to be fair, you could actually. To be fair, that could be a talk. That could be a definitely lecture.
Jerry's a smart guy. Like
I don't go that far.
Jerry, I'm trying to help you. Let me do the talk. Now,
if Jerry had to die for every time someone said, Jerry, let me do the talking.
I'd be rich.
Exactly.
Jerry, I was told to get you these bag of dimes. I wasn't explaining why, but just take them. Now, I think there's a vending place around here. You can cash them in for money. So pay for money.
Oh, God. But yeah, I just thought that was great. Some good promo. And look, I got to go here. Braun Breaker is going to be that next guy when he is comfortable with himself. Yeah. When he is comfortable in front of the camera, in front of people. And when he does, and look, he's getting there. Yeah. But, there are some times when he's doing interviews, they say he's like a quiet guy. So it's one of those. So I can't wait to see what he does. And at first I was like, man, just hold off on Braun versus Jimmy. But now I'm kind of like, man, let's go. I want to see it. I think that would be an awesome match.
Yeah.
And that would definitely give some help there for. I just would like for Jimmy to win too now. So that's the other thing. That I want Jimmy to have some success in this. He does need to have that.
Right.
All right. Bash in Berlin. We're going to just go over the card before we go over the main event. So the mixed tag match, Liv Dom versus Rhea and Priest. Cody versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title. I am not calling it undisputed when you have 2 world titles. That's just call me weird, but
C-Dub standing on business. I like that.
You got if I don't stand,
I don't see it either. I call it the SmackDown Heavyweight title.
Yeah, and then we got
down on standing on business, so Jerry wins. All right,
and we also got Liv not Liv, but we got Bianca and Jade, who Mr. Superman over here, Mr. Comment section said that they are. It's a money match, which I'm good with. But they're going to go against the women's tag champions. Also, let's see, Randy versus Gunther. We got the strap match with Punk and Drew McIntyre. And then they did a really cool video package for Sid Justice. Now, next week on Monday Night Raw, this is what we're looking forward to. I wanted to see the faces of the people they called and told. They said, Sheamus, you're in the Intercontinental title #1 contenders match. Awesome. Thank you, brother. All right. You're going to go against Kaiser. Oh, easy. Who else? Bronson Reed. And Sheamus like, is he going to try to kill me? Yeah. Oh, I'm down for it. Kaiser probably did the So, I don't know how he responded, but he probably was too busy with Tiff. And then the match that really makes me intrigued the most, though, Ilya Dragunov, Dragon Lee, and Dominic Mysterio.
They're gonna beat the shit out of Dominic.
Oh, You know, I've been saying Dominic has impressed me. Dominic has been doing good. You know, he's really been stepping up his heel work and, you know, just his overall, you know, work rate in the match. But you're going to put him in a match with Ilya and Dragon Lee?
I mean, it could be worse.
I mean, well, hold on. They just asked Ilya, you know, has your 7-year-old ever watched you wrestle? And he said that his family doesn't want to, or his family doesn't like his style of wrestling. But when they get older, she said, no problem, he could watch you. And I'm just going, great. We got Ilya Dragunov wanting to be like Daniel Bryan. I mean, and then we got Kurt Angle. I mean, Chad Gable. And by the way, the American Made look was better this go round. I liked the graphics they had, and the ring gear or the ring look that they had was I mean,
I hate the name though, but yeah,
I do too. But I'm coming around to it because I'm going. Is there a way we could get Kurt Angle to be involved in this?
Yeah, come out with some milk. Yeah, I can understand.
I mean, seriously, just be like a inspirational speaker through the phone to him, you know?
Hey, CG, this is KA. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, man, that all right. And then Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable, and guys, this was an awesome tribute. This was a great match. I love the music to it. I just hate the damn hair. They got to figure that out. That's the only thing, because at one point I thought Bo was getting
his hair
tangled. Yeah, his hair was coming, or his hair was also getting tangled. So, you know, you didn't know if that was causing an issue, but I knew Bo Dallas can wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
But this was the first time we saw Taylor wrestle.
Yeah.
And that's what I got out of it. This was great. I love the interference out of it. I love the entrances. I like that the lights were on. Like, we didn't have a special lighting for this match.
Yeah.
You know, that everyone got to see. They all got to see this match. You didn't have to be like, man, I can't see nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll finish up my thoughts, but what was y'all's thoughts of Howdy versus Gable, and what did you think?
Go ahead.
No, Jerry, you go ahead. No,
I mean, I will.
I mean, okay, all right. Hey, took the man's.
I don't care.
Talk about the heel turn of the century. Now,
no, Jerry's done better heel turns. Golly.
Well, okay. Listen, I'm learning about him as I go. I know who the man you are. I'm learning about Jerry.
Oh, come on! I'm a good guy. Now I feel like JD. I'm the good guy of this group.
Listen, if you're the good guy, well, your forehead is better than JD, so you may have a point. It didn't take up 2/3 of the television, so that's a great point. But what I will say is this. It's great that we're all focused as we wrap it up. Now, I think it was a good idea to have the lights up. And here's the thing. We having to see them, you know, we got to see Uncle Howdy, Taylor, Bo, whatever you want to. And look, we all knew, listen, he was no slouch in the ring. If we all were, you know, back in the.
Yeah.
But I always find it impressive, like, you know, the fact that he's in the mask, which I always feel like that was, as long as you had, that was the right way to go about it with the mask. But like the haircut, yeah, I don't know if you cut it shorter. I don't know I don't know what they'll do with that. But other than that, like, Chad looked great. Taylor, and then the rest of the Wyatt Six came out. I think sans Nikki Cross came out, and it was fun. And I think what people understand about this group is that, look, it's deep. People are reading too much into it. Yeah. And I think what happens, like, understand this. Like, these are 5 talented people. You know, Taylor, talented. You got Eric Rowan, talented. Dexter Loomis, talented. Joe Gacy, talented. Nick Lacrosse, talented. Like, these aren't just like 5. It wasn't like what was that group in NXT called that nobody? I can't remember. That group was awful.
Sanity.
Sanity.
I like Sanity.
I love Sanity.
Well, it wasn't. It was the other group that they didn't. I think Mia Yim was in it. I can't remember.
Oh, you're talking about. I know what you're talking about with Mustafa and Dijak.
Yeah, I didn't know what. Well, anyway, but the thing.
Retribution.
There you go. Bingo.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't. I tried to forget that one.
Thank you, Talking Pictures. I didn't see C-Dub, so I'll give credit to the pictures. Now,
Give the credit to JDF right there in the picture frame.
Yep, that's a great idea. C-Dub, I didn't say it. Here's the thing. I wasn't paying attention, but I think people reading too much into the group. I think, people think, well, it's bigger than a tribute. Yeah, it's a tribute to Gray too. It is, but like this is a talented group of people.
Yeah.
And the fact that the way they progressed them and made them look, I don't want to use the word made them look human. I don't want to denigrate that concept, but they put names to the faces. Like we're using legitimate, like you hear Cole, we're using real names of these people.
Yeah.
You make them look human in the regard that, well, you know who these people are. We're not going to try to BS you. You know who they are. And like I said, the match was great because, listen, Taylor's great in the ring, and Chad doesn't get enough credit for his ring work as well. And like I said, what made it even great was the end of that match, because you could feel it, and like it doesn't matter how many times I see Taylor, Bo, Uncle Howdy do Sister Abigail, I will not have some like goosebumps or have some sort of like shock, because I'll never. It's going to happen every single time,
right?
Because of the meaning of that move, and more importantly, what it means to Taylor to make sure he does it right.
Yeah,
and to do it justice, which he's done every single time he's applied that move. So,
agreed.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, little fact of knowledge here. So, Bo Dallas's last match, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think it was a 6-man, but I believe it was a match with Shorty G 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. They're in the main event.
Yeah.
Thank you, Triple H.
Right.
Second, the gauntlet was made off of Bray's, Bray's stuff, yeah, and just like a tribute piece, and it was awesome. Now, this is what I learned today about Bo, yesterday, which was he had a serious neck injury.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Okay, 5 years ago, and he recovered, but then he got COVID.
Yeah,
and then he got released, and then he was close to doing that return, and then how everything fell through. This match was his WrestleMania. Yeah. It was about to do the Wyatt thing, and to get the people. We're seeing what Tyler is, what type of man Tyler is, and he has now had this opportunity. He's running with it, and I just want to say, what a hell of a match! Yeah. It was amazing to just see his work with Gable. Gable had most of this match. He was dominating the match. He really was. And what I liked about it, you felt the pain, but you felt like it wasn't like Howdy was no-selling everything. This was a regular match. It's just the person had the mask, a person had the gear. One person had, was dealing with, had the whole stuff, and it's like this is one of those. They came together perfectly. And I get people saying, "Oh, but now Chad's buried." Chad's not buried, people.
No.
He is actually one of their most well-worked wrestlers.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that they can lean on and go, "Look, have a match with this guy.
Yep.
Tell us if he can sink or swim." That's probably what Chad's doing. Is Chad going to win a title soon? Probably. I don't know when, but I could see him winning gold. But right now, his role is to work with the others. And if anything, we're getting to see how you work with the Wyatt Six as wrestlers, not just this entity.
Yeah.
Right.
God, I love this match. This match was really good. I even love the interference aspect of it. And like I said, when I heard the stories of what Taylor was going through just to get back to the spot.
Because Micah put out like a tweet or an Instagram post or something, his sister, and she explained all of it in that post about everything that went on, everything that happened with his neck, all of it. So.
Okay, because I heard I thought it was Micah or it was the dad that said it.
It was Micah. It was Micah. Because she I think it was an Instagram post. Hold on. Pretty sure it was. If I can remember how to spell her name.
Yeah. Is it Mika or something like that?
Yeah, it's Mika. It's not Instagram, so it must have been. Well, wait, maybe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's Instagram. Because she put up a picture of Taylor. And it's like, before I talk about the homage, whatnot. Last night, Taylor wrestled Taylor's first full match in 5 years. For those who may have missed the news, Taylor actually broke his neck in October of 2019. He came home to heal. COVID hit. Then got in the best shape of his entire life, and then he was released in 2021. And then just goes on about talking about, this side of the business most people don't talk about, all this other stuff, and then, goes into a rise again for any and all who watched and marveled last night. This was a very surreal moment for the family watching for number of reasons.
Mm-hmm. Numerous of reasons. Gotcha.
Yeah. When your last match on the card, your main event that night, everybody sits there until the lights come back on and there's a roar one last massive time. Then goes on to tag Baking Johnson. Who is that? I don't know who that is. That's the guy that created the mask for Bray and whatnot.
Okay.
And then he tagged his wife, and then it's what a beautiful sentiment and amazing match, and then goes on to quote Bible verse. Wow. So he legitimately broke his neck in 2019 before all this, and
then by the way, thank you, A1. That would be Chris Tipp, Mr. A1. So, and I just, again, I can't say much more about this because it's just everything they did was great.
Yeah.
I like what Ladarius said. There are more people behind this. The Alpha, the American Made guys. The Creeds. Ivory, and it's like, and then you got, it's like and then what is great is you're getting to see Rowan's story. You're getting to see, not just Rowan's story, but also, Loomis and
Gacy, Nikki.
And Gacy. And then I'm going to tell you, I think to me, it really hit home more when they started saying Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
When they said Nikki, I was all for it because it's like everyone else, they were saying their names, but they didn't,
Well, even then, like Monday with the match, Michael was calling him Taylor until Corey slipped up and said Bo.
Yeah.
And then they started calling him Bo Dallas.
And by the way, I love that Rowan was still fighting with Ivory on his back.
Yeah, that was great.
That's just awesome. I wish they like kept a camera with them and just watched them all the way to the back, and then someone goes, "Hey, you need to take that off you." Oh, what? Oh, get off me!
Get off me, you little short.
All right, I enjoy the hell out of this story. Yeah,
I am too.
And by the way, Chad Gable can sell a freaking a Sister Abigail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean that man spikes himself in an unusual way, but damn.
Yeah. And then after the match, with Bo or Taylor, on his knees. I don't know if you caught it, but right before he did the arms open, he kissed his hand and pointed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gave me chills.
Yeah. I mean, I love when guys can come back, do something, and then also pay it for the person.
Yeah.
And it's really good. I mean, that's why I was like, so when I heard how, Cornette was crapping about it. It's like, I get some people not getting it, but I can't crap on it when I see how this is and going, they are doing everything right. And even with the vignettes would have been more weirder if it was Bray. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, they would have.
So it's like, at least with Bo, you can actually try to reel it in sometimes.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Berlin.
Dinner.
All right. We got King Supporter. Thank you. What's up? All right. So we got Berlin. It's going to be this Saturday at 1:00. So y'all check your cock out. Check your peacock out and make sure you watch. It's going to be, like I said, you got the women's tag match. What? Just giving people info. Look, one day they're going to drop the P and it's going to be cock. It is what it is. I'm just saying.
They're going to change it to a rooster. You got
Yeah, they have to. Because if not, it get really weird.
Welcome to a new dawn.
We're on the cock.
Why is he riding that cock? You know what? We'll be right.
Never mind. I don't even want to know.
Exactly. Check my what? That's a great question.
The app is called Peacock, and the joke is if HBO Max dropped HBO and it's now Max, people make the joke. All right, Peacock, we're waiting on you. So,
as long as
For what?
HBO doesn't drop the B, then we're fine.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we got. The women's tag match. We've already kind of said we would like to see Isla and Alba win it, but is that what we're going for prediction wise or what?
That's what I'm going for.
All right. Yeah, I'll stick with it too. So, all right. Then we got Cody versus KO. I'm going to say Cody. Yeah. Then we got Punk versus, Rhea and Damian versus Dom and Liv.
I'd like to see Rhea and Damian, but I'm going to say Dom and Liv.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dom is going to get a riptide, but Liv is going to steal the win. So I don't know how, but it's just a thought I had. But I think Dom is at least going to get a riptide.
I can see that.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Tarot Trojans win. All right. So then we got the next two matches, which honestly, I would say this is how you should stack it. The strap match where we have CM Punk tethered to Drew McIntyre. Out of the whole card, this is the one.
Punk.
Okay, CM Punk is tethered to Drew McIntyre.
Out
of all the matches, yeah, I know. Hey, I'm tired.
We're known for our factuality.
It's my computer keeps crashing all the time. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Punk. What do y'all say?
Yeah,
Punk.
If Berto's still here,
Which band?
or before
Oh.
CM Punk.
Yes, there's no slander of CM Punk. We were actually paying homage to him. Okay, Temple's Learning Tree.
Is that Jericho's side business?
Are you a trio service? Yeah, we need to talk. All right, so
branching out, I see. All right.
Yeah. Boom. All right. That zinger was brought to you by Ladarius. All right. So we have
You're not dropping
or the cock. Yeah. Don't drop the P. All right. So now let's talk about the main event. Gunther, Randy Orton. I say Gunther. What do y'all say?
I'm gonna say Gunther. I'd
Great
like
match.
Randy to win though.
It's gonna be a great match, but Gunther retains.
Yep. And we will go from there and see what happens. So Dynamite's supposed to start in about 30 minutes. I hope y'all get ready for that.
Oh,
and
I'm rushing right now.
Yeah. And then also NXT is on the following Sunday, September 1st. So
on Sunday.
Huh?
Why are they on Sunday?
Because Berlin is on Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pay-per-view. Sorry.
He was thinking like me for like 2 seconds. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was thinking the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking the show. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was confused as fuck.
Yeah.
All right. My bad.
We all love when T-Dub gets context. We all.
I was just rolling on, and I was like, "Why are y'all so confused?" I thought I made it clear.
If
All right.
said No Mercy, like, oh, then we would have been.
Yep. All right. So we got real quick A1. So he's like A1 forever saying RKO, but Gunther wins. Okay. And then if you aren't subscribed to C-Double YouTube, that doesn't work for me, brother. Hey, listen to this guy. This guy's got some knowledge here. Joe Hendry. Okay. I'll go with that. Thanks, guys. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
for pining.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You see the branches clapping.
Yes.
And the top of the tree is turning.
And in the main event is Joe Hendry versus Ethan Page.
Joe Hendry, yeah.
And when Joe Hendry wins the NXT title, we're going to get Jerry to do the theme music to it. We're going to let Jerry come out to it.
Jerry goes like this. Jerry goes like this.
Yeah, wave your hands side to side.
I will do the Nana dance before I wave my hands side to side to Joe Hendry.
Don't worry, it's easier to do. Don't worry, you got this. You got a little rhythm. I know you do.
Or why not? Yeah,
I got him. I got him.
No, she got me. No, she started singing Swerve song right as I took a sip of drink while you were talking.
Yeah. Yeah, you come on. I want to close the show with Jerry.
Yeah,
I'm not dancing on no.
Yeah. Hold on. He wants to see Joe Hendry win the belt first before he starts doing anything.
Oh, he does the remix. Wave your swerve when I we got it.
Now that would be a mismatched tag team. Swerve and Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Forbidden door wide open then.
Yeah. Tony, you need to get that key situation figured out.
Just say his name and he'll appear.
You know, a tree shows up in front of Jerry with a Joe Hendry t-shirt on.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch Venom vs. Carnage.
Speaking of Venomous Carnage, he will be doing the Joe Hendry.
Swerve's my guy, but I'm glad they. Yep. Yeah, that was we talked about that. That was a very good match, and it deserved the 6 stars that it got. But Dave Meltzer is a tool bag, and don't listen to him because he's a scary looking dude. I shouldn't be around children.
Tool bag. That's very.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't deserve
toolbox. Yeah, he don't deserve box.
No,
and he's got those like bumps and stuff on his face, make you go, "What the hell did you do?"
Something.
Maybe he hasn't kissed a girl. We don't know.
He ain't done something.
I thought that's what we do.
Keep going.
Yeah, we're going to take the P out of it anyway. All right, plug what you're in and go from there. What you got, Jerry?
Viking Gaming, Twitch, Facebook.
All right,
Yeah.
Jerry. I love how Jerry leaves me enough time to prepare. That's what makes this show great.
You're welcome.
I'm in Gorilla. Wait, he's already done? Don't hit my music. I'm not ready. I'll have my boots on.
Look, brother. It's 10 in the ring. That's 5 on the entrance, 2 in the ring, and 3 on the way back.
You see, Jerry, I'm not gonna remember any of that. So I'll just watch the episode back. And like, what did he say? Oh, okay. He said deuces back, 3 to the right. Yeah, got it. Was he giving me direction somewhere, or was he talking?
Basically,
you know what?
he just spoke wrestler to you. You got it.
Yeah, I understood it. Yeah, it was wrestling Sudoku to me because I still didn't get it. Now, that's why I don't do Sudoku.
I got a 10-minute match. I take 5 of those 10 minutes going to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I work 2 minutes in the match, and I take the last 3 on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Just writing this down, man.
And depends on the payout.
Because my music's gonna
That's a
take
really
minute
good
by itself.
Yeah. Boy, I thought.
And you want to wait till that it hits that right spot. You just don't want to.
It's gonna take like a minute 12 by itself to hit the right spot.
I should have took that Steiner math course. Now that's what I get for taking calculus. Now, silly me. You can find me at @Ladarius_Brown, as you can see here, on both Twitter or X and TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram at @Ladarius_Brown. Football season around the corner. Me and C-Dub are definitely going to be doing. We're going to call it Title Unknown for right now. It sounds great on paper. Title Unknown, and then so I'll be doing, and then my football previews will be coming up soon. So as I do, those will be posted on TikTok, and I'll share them across Instagram and Twitter next as well.
Yeah, follow him on TikTok and send him weird videos. He likes that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We're gonna start flooding the man's TikTok.
I already do.
Yeah.
I know you.
C-Dub.
Yeah. You're behind. I already do that.
I know you do, Jerry. Jerry, you send me stuff, and I just get scared to look at it sometimes because I know it's going to be the rabbit hole of all rabbit holes.
Well, you got to overcome your fear, C-Dub. Now, what you got to do is, before you take the pee out of the cock, it's always important to focus. Take 10 minutes out to focus. Watch Jerry's stuff. Don't be afraid. 1,000 points of light.
I could do y'all like I do her and send you like 100 a day.
To be fair, Jerry, it does feel like you do, but it's cool. We got it.
You can send me 70 a day, and I'm like, and then we'll see. We'll go from there.
Jerry, you're family, so it's almost like, okay, Jerry sent me something. I gotta check that out. We got you.
C-Dub sent me something like, did C-Dub Venmo my money for my appearance? Oh, he did not. I'm not watching.
God, told you. I get so much heat here, and yet you're going to work with me again.
Hey, we signed an invisible contract, so
I need to have a talk with Berto there, man. Homeboy's like swerving my money.
Bert said he sees what he's trying to do. Yeah. Lock the door.
All right. Yeah. All right. But make sure you follow Ladarius. He's got some great content out there on TikTok and as well as Instagram. Also follow Jerry.
Follow Jerry. Listen, gamer. You gotta like a little bit of this. Everyone likes a little gaming.
Yeah.
It's all. Some might say it's all about the game and how you play it, or if you can play it.
And then if you can spit the drink,
you don't want to play me. I came there all by myself, by the way. So all original
stuff. That's awesome. You know what? You should have had that as a song.
We're gonna get a copy.
It sounds great as a song. Like Jerry, what he did, the 10 thing, that's a song because maybe I remember. Put it to the Swerve Strickland.
Our next video is going to get a copyright strike for this.
Yeah, I think a little bit of dancing we did is like, sorry, guys.
All right.
The big guy should not move like that.
Hokey pokey, sure. Whatever that was, no.
C28, that's the channel you want to check out, guys, on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook as C-Double. And also go on Instagram. I'm under C28 as well. And we're going to start doing a football show as well as the wrestling show, so we keep the wrestling thing going on Wednesdays. I'm going to get with Ladarius. We'll pick a day, and we'll come up with something at least. And then the first go-around, it'll look a little rough, but we'll come up with some graphics eventually.
Yeah, we'll shave and we'll the P's and the cocks. We'll figure it out.
Can't
on
shave.
our P's and Q's and yeah, it'll be.
Shave.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Shave.
This is what I think of shaving.
Shaving.
That's before. Breaking news today coming out of Georgia.
Before shaving.
Jerry was given a razor and quote, we can't. The images you're about to see, we cannot show here on local news.
Jerry is like me. I'm shaving. What's that? No. This is.
If I shave, I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
We should get a logo like our three faces. Like all of us have beards.
Yeah.
We give a pair of glasses to Jerry. I mean, sky's the limit.
I got a pair of sunglasses.
That means you're cooler than us, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably borrow hers, but I might look a little goofy.
Yeah.
Is it like the big butterfly glasses and stuff?
No, they're small. They're just.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll discuss it.
I'll have my people talk to your people. So
all right. I gotta go.
All right, guys.
Food.
Let Jerry eat. Let Ladarius do his thing. And folks, I'm
I don't want to eat either. Great.
You can eat. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, Jerry eats. I don't care what that guy does, but let Jerry eat. Gotcha. That's how we end the show.
No, I am caring about you. Don't you start that with me.
Too late.
That's all.
We'll see you next time on the Three Bearded Guys show. We'll see you next time.
Three Bearded Guys Network.
Three beards, two glasses. 3 beards.
Yeet.
Yeet.